Hello friends, in this video we will go through the Aries Ascendant personality. We will look into how we can detect Aries Ascendant physical and behavioral traits. So let's get started. Introducing about Aries Ascendant. In Vedic astrology, Aries Ascendant is called Mesha Lagna. So it means that the Mesha Rasi or the Aries zodiac sign was rising on the eastern horizon at the time of the birth. So this ascendant shows makes the individual with a dynamic, bold, energetic personality. And so since this ascendant is highly influenced by its ruling planet, that is Mars, so this the person with Aries ascendant has the influence of Mars and the characteristics of Mars. So Mars imparts courage, assertiveness, and a pioneering spirit, but it also can make them impulsive or aggressive at times. Because of this influence, Aries ascendants often excel in leadership roles, competitive fields, sports, and endeavors requiring initiative and bravery. So in this figure, we can see that this chart is of Mars, is of Aries ascendant, and so the Aries ascendant, the number one will be the first house. One means the zodiac sign. So the first zodiac sign is Aries sign, and the rulers of the Aries sign is Mars. So this is a chart of Aries ascendant, and since the ruler is Mars, the Aries ascendant is influenced by Mars energy. So general traits and life approach of Aries ascendant. Aries ascendants approach life with enthusiasm, confidence, and desire to take charge. They are natural leaders who thrive on action and independence. They are driven by passion, instinct, rather than overanalyzing. They often prefer to dive into challenges headfirst, and their reactions are quick and decisive, and they value freedom and self-expression over conformity. Key characteristics of Aries ascendant. So since the ascendant is ruled by Mars, so it makes the person bold, energetic, and action oriented. So the person gets Mars energy into them, and they have a strong drive to initiate and conquer. They are courageous and competitive. They are fearless. They are always ready to take challenges. They are independent and assertive. They value their autonomy, and they aren't afraid to assert their opinions or take the lead. So they are natural leader as well. And they have impulsive nature. They act quickly and sometimes without thinking things through, so which can lead to both success and setbacks as well. And they are passionate and direct. They approach life with intensity and are straightforward in their communication, and they often say exactly what they mean. So they are like straightforward, and they are adventurous. They love exploration, whether it is physical like travel or sports, or mental like new ideas and projects. And as I said earlier, they are natural leader. They have the natural leadership quality. Their commanding presence and confidence make them inspiring leaders. But they also struggle with patience and teamwork, so that needs to be reworked on their end. So let's look into the key physical traits of Aries ascendants. They are athletic and muscular build. They often have strong, compact, and athletic physique due to Mars influence, and they have broad shoulders and sturdy frame. They have sharp and angular features. Their face is typically well defined with a strong jawline, high cheekbones, and prominent brow. They have a prominent forehead. They have intense and fiery eyes. Their eyes are sharp and full of energy that often convey confidence and intensity. They have straight or bold nose. They have a prominent and slightly hooked nose that adds to their commanding appearance. They have strong hands and fingers. They have sturdy hands and fingers. that is suited for physical activities. And they have a ruddy and warm complexion. Their skin tone may have a reddish or warm undertone because of the influence of Mars fiery energy. And they have a thick or coarse hair. Their hair is often thick, slightly coarse, reddish in tone. And they may, like regarding the hairstyle, they may prefer short, practical styles. And they have confident and restless expression. They carry a bold, alert, or slightly impatient look. They rarely appear passive. So let's analyze the body language of Aries Ascendant. So they are energetic, and they have the energetic and purposeful movements. They walk with a brisk, confident stride, showing energy and determination. Their posture is upright and commanding. They are bold and assertive. They carry themselves with a sense of authority. They rarely shrink back or appear uncertain. They have expressive gestures. Their hands move quickly and empathetically when they speak. That reflects their passion and urgency. They are direct and intense. They have the direct and intense gaze. They have the intense focus and intensity when they look. They look like their gaze is fearless and proactive in nature. They have physical restlessness. They shift position when idle. Like sitting feels unnatural to them. So, and they have casual and functional style. Their clothing style is practical and bold, favoring comfort and ease of movement over fussy details. They have a sporty or rugged looks. Now let's look into the behavioral patterns of Aries Ascendant. So in different social settings or other different professional settings, they behave different. Like each person behave differently. So for Aries Ascendant, in social settings, they are outgoing and bold. They are sociable, unafraid to start conversation, and they take the lead in group dynamics. They have a competitive edge. They enjoy friendly rivalry and may turn casual interaction into playful challenges. They have blunt humor. Their humor is straightforward and sometimes sarcastic. And in relationships, they are passionate and impulsive. They fall in love quickly and intensely. They have attention and enthusiasm to their partners, but their interest may wane if it's unchallenged. And they are protective and loyal. They defend their loved ones and are committed, but their temper can flare during disagreements. So they always need for excitement. They crave for adventure and spontaneity in relationships. They dislike routine or overly passive partners. So they expect some activities or challenges from partners as well. And they have a direct approach. They express affection openly and expect the same. And then because of that, they often struggle with subtlety or emotional nuances. In professional settings, they are driven and ambitious. They excel in fast-paced, competitive roles like entrepreneurship, sales, or athletics, where their initiative shines. They are natural leaders. They take charge effortlessly, though they may clash with authority if it is stifles in their independence. They are risk takers. They are unafraid to experiment or push boundaries. So they often pioneer new approaches. In daily life, they always have high energy. Their routine is active and packed. They often involve physical exercise or tackling multiple tasks at once. They have impulsive decisions, like they act instantly, whether it's a sudden trip or a quick purchase. They prefer action over deliberation. They are bold and they have a bold aesthetic. Their surroundings reflect their personality, like vibrant colors, minimal clutter, and items tied to their passions like sports gear. Whenever there is conflict, they are quick to react. They respond with intensity and may raise their voice or confront issues head on. They rarely back down. They have anger, but the anger is short-lived. Their temper flares fast but cools quickly, and they don't hold grudges unless deeply hurt. Now let's look into the practical example of Aries Ascendant person. So the following clues might suggest Aries Rising. Like, picture someone with a strong athletic build, a sharp jawline, and reddish brown hair cropped short. They stride into a room with purpose, wearing a bold red jacket and sneakers, and they show confidence. They jump into debates. They speak loudly about their latest adventure or opinion. So these kind of traits could suggest that the person is Aries Ascendant person. However, there are limitation and context to consider, because it's hard to spot an Aries Ascendant or any other ascendant purely by observing, because there are different factors that could affect the characteristics, the behaviors of the person. For example, there could be planetary aspects, like planets aspecting the first house, or the planet Mars, like other planets aspecting the first house, or wherever Mars is placed. So that can alter the traits. For example, a Venus aspect might soften their edge, while Saturn aspect might add seriousness to their characters. So we need to look into the chart and further analyze. And also, the nakshatras in the Aries sign could also affect the traits. Like Aries zodiac sign has 3 nakshatras, and on which nakshatra does your Aries sign falls on, that depends. That also affects your traits, affect the person traits. So, for example, Ashwini nakshatra might enhance speed and healing traits for the person, while if the person's chart falls on Bharani nakshatra in the Aries sign, then that could deepen their intensity. So these nakshatra will also add their flavors to the person. And finally, we should also consider the cultural factors. Lifestyle and environment play a role. For example, an urban Aries person might lean into fashions, while a rural person might emphasize physicality. So yeah, the planet aspects and the planet's positions as well, wherever the Mars is positioned, whether the Mars is weak or strong, all these factors should also be considered, and the nakshatras should be considered, and there is always the cultural factors. In conclusion, well, we cannot confirm an Aries ascendant just by looking. However, combining physical traits like whether the person is athletic build, sharp features, intense eyes, and the behavioral cues like whether the person is bold, energetic, or direct. So when we combine these physical and behavioral characteristics, we could find a solid hint about the person's ascendant. But yeah, as I said, for certainty, we should always check the birth chart, but these signs can guide your guess. So yeah, that's all for today's video. I hope you like this. I hope this video is helpful. Please like the video, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you.